Shrek, yo, what's your favorite cuisine? I eat frogs and bugs and dung beetle pie. Sometimes I eat my snot and I don't know why.
It was really hard, seeing Sandy laying like that on the floor.
And then we got a 5 for 5 special with sandwiches at Jimmy John's this evening. 2 for 2, 5 for 5. We got everything. Little subs, big subs.
You guys didn't tell me the Jimmy John's commercial was gonna go in the middle of me crying. Welcome back to the podcast, guys. Or welcome if you are new. I'm Christina. This is my brother Spencer. And we made this podcast to just show that communication is key in all aspects of life. If there's anything that we talk about during this podcast that you would like to hear more of, or something you don't hear us talk about that you want to hear our opinion on, you can always let us know on our social medias. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can let us know in the comments below. We're also on Spotify. So if you're at the gym, working out, or in your car and you can't really watch a video, pop in those earbuds and turn on Spotify.
Okay, it's always something. I thought you were going to relate it to your intro, and Jimmy John's might be coming on as an ad.
It might. Unless, of course, you pay for Spotify Premium.
Then you don't have ads.
And then you won't see Jimmy popping up being like, hey, welcome back! We got a 2 for 2 sale!
2 for 2 for the mini subs, big subs, 5 for 5, whatever specials are going. They'll be out there and we'll be on Spotify. So yeah, check us out on there. Next time we record, which we do it on Saturdays, we'll also have skits. I already have 1 or 2. We already agreed on what the first one was kind of going to be. Well, I guess not necessarily agreed, but you already talked about, there you go, a skit. So yeah, I'm not going to reveal details. It's exclusive. But yeah, that will be coming up on Saturday. I don't know if it will be released that day, but it will definitely be made that day. So probably within the next week or maybe same day. Who knows? It will surprise y'all. But thank y'all for tuning in, and let's get into today's show.
Okay, we need to talk about, so I was telling him for the intro, because normally we take turns doing the intro and we don't tell each other before we do the intro what we're gonna do, but I needed his help on this intro because I wanted him to interrupt me. Like I was doing, sad scene, and he just interrupts with a Jimmy John commercial, and he was like, you know what, that's so funny, because I was literally thinking about interrupting you for like, oh, welcome back to H&R Block. Which is funny because I wasn't supposed to go into work today, but because of some situations that we'll talk about here in a little bit that happened to me, I needed to make up some hours at work, so I went in today. And one of the coworkers that was coming in, I didn't tell her that I was going in today, but she said she woke up this morning and she just knew I was gonna be there. Like, she was like, I almost saw you walking through the door. And so when she came into work, she wasn't even surprised. She was like, I knew you were gonna be here today. I was like, that is so weird. Because I've been telling her, I'm like, we just need to telepathically communicate to each other and then we're all good.
Wait,
I'm like, we're getting there.
So it partially happened then?
Yeah, I mean, I went into work today, and she just knew when she woke up. She's like, I don't know if I had a dream or what, but I just knew. I almost saw you walking through the door. I knew you were going to be there. And I was like, oh, we're getting there.
So she ended up surprising you.
I guess, almost. I mean, I knew she was going to be there, but I didn't know that she knew I was going to be there.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of weird.
Yeah, how the coincidences line up like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can follow them in many different patterns and ways, but it will always come to surprise you, those random moments. Did it bring a sense of joy that happened, or what were you feeling?
I guess a sense of joy that oh yeah, she's going to be there today.
And your telepathy is working.
Exactly. I was like, I'm going to be at work today. She was like, she's going to be there. But anyways, the story about why I had to be at work today. So Lil Rat that stole my car, I know you're out there, and as soon as I find you, you best better bet we're going to be Troy Bolton, game on in the court. God, get your head in the game. No, I'm just kidding. But I got my car broken into and stolen a few days ago. I literally parked my car the night before. And, you know, I was in the apartment for the rest of the night. I went downstairs in the morning to go get my car to go to work, and it was gone. And I thought I was crazy for a minute, because sometimes, because I park in a different place almost every time, sometimes I'll go down there and I'll be like, I swear I parked here, but then I park somewhere else. It's almost like I forget where I park. And so I thought that's what it was when I went down there that morning. I was like, oh, maybe I just forgot where I parked. And then as I was like walking to try and find my car and I couldn't find it, I was like, no, I definitely parked there last night. So I'm like trying to set off my alarm, like see where my car is. It's not going off. So that's when I called you and I was like, somebody stole my car. So yeah, I had to file a police report, had to call my insurance, and they'll probably never find my car. It's probably in like Poland by now, but yeah, I'm carless.
Yeah, the Pirates of the Caribbean actually picked up her car. She didn't tell you that it actually was getting repoed either. So she's behind on payments for like a year and a half.
I haven't even had the car that long.
2 years actually. And yeah, so she fell behind on payments and they repoed it. No, somebody actually stole the car. It's an easy car to steal, so
Don't get a Kia.
yeah, I mean specifically that model. We're not going to go into actually. Let's go into details. Social security number, VIN number.
Well, so the type of model car that I had, which this is probably public information, because
It
that
is.
lady told us.
Well, it's common.
Yeah. Apparently my model of Kia does not have a GPS tracker on it, so we can't find my car even if we wanted to, because it's like a basic model, and they didn't put GPS on basic models.
Yeah. And you wouldn't have known, I mean, even the dealership wouldn't have known that. Like,
But somebody would have had to research. They would have had to known that, one, the security on that car is bad, and two, that it was a basic model, so they wouldn't be able to track it.
oh, yeah. Well, it's been a common thing. It was on the news and stuff. That's
It was a TikTok trend in 2021.
Oh, wow.
Somebody was like showing people on TikTok, oh, look how easy it is to get into a Kia and take it. And so people started taking Kias more.
That's weird. I wonder if, like, where Kia's made. If I'm not mistaken, I might need to look that one up.
I was going to say, I have no clue.
I want to say Japan. Is it made? Oh, South Korea. Damn. So 4 manufacturing plants: South Korea, China, India, Japan, Mexico, Slovakia. It cut it off. I didn't pronounce that correctly though. The United States and Vietnam. How is that 4? Oh no, additional plants at those ones. It has 4 in South Korea. See, I'm not reading that correctly. But yeah, so South Korea is where Kia is made. I'm wondering, do they just not have that problem, or the people just break into cars? Which I think they would, because they have to have some sense of violence over there, considering that they have their neighbors right next to them.
Well, they probably don't have as much as we do here. It would be my assumption. If they're making less secure, or maybe it's about the cost. Maybe it costs too much extra for them to put in security, so they don't.
But yeah, I could actually see that being the case with the lower base models. Yeah. Because I know some like anti-theft systems have messed up cars. Like Chevy had that problem back in the day, for all the people who would know that, because that was a major problem. I mean, I have a friend who literally has 2 vehicles where both of the systems are out, or the vehicle just doesn't work properly, because it just made them very bad. They'll mobilize their systems, theft systems. But each manufacturer has their own. They did their research. Your car got picked up in the middle of the night, I presume. And yeah, they broke the back window.
Also, our gate was messed up at our apartment complex, so it was open for a good week. I kind of almost want to say that somebody had to have been scoping it out. Like being like, going through the lot, being like, okay, what cars could we steal here? Seeing that there was a Kia there and maybe like looking it up, unless they just knew it off the top of their head.
No, I think there was research that had to be done for it.
That's what I'm saying. Especially with our gate being open for a week. Because I think the first like few days that it was stuck open, nothing happened to my car.
Yeah, that we know of, or anybody else's car by that
Yeah.
matter. The only like evidence I guess that we had was there was somebody dressed up in a Chucky costume.
You saw him?
No.
And you didn't tackle him?
There was somebody that was on a bike. It was funny because it was that night too, where I pulled in and there was a guy on a bike and he just looked suspicious. Because I'm like, what is he doing just sitting here? Like, and he was in, middle-aged man as well too, kind of unkept. I assume maybe homeless, because most of the people are bikers that are homeless. They have that transportation because they hate being on their feet. They always say that. How do I know that? I gave a car to one of them and he talked about that all the time. I hate being on my feet. And most of them don't. I mean, especially if they're begging for money, they're on their feet. I'm not going to say most of the day, but I will say...
But if they're having to, like, walk around or they're getting, like, kicked out of wherever they're staying, I mean, they're going to have to walk to somewhere else. Like, that's their only form of transportation.
Yeah, they have to relocate them, which I've seen a few times happen. But, yeah, it was just suspicious. I came in that night and that was like that, but I didn't think anything of it.
I mean, you never think there's something like...
It is literally water.
I swear to God.
It's sparkling
Not
water.
only did you get crumbs from food on the floor, and now you just... We already had a flood. We don't need another one.
Yeah, but the audience needs to witness a new flood.
Like, we gotta get it on camera. It didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen. They were lying about the water here, just like they're lying about this car, too. Yeah, comment below if you think she's lying.
I wish I was lying, then I wouldn't have to go spend money on another car.
I wonder, like, what the purpose of that was as well, too. Like, I'm trying to think about, like, I mean, even your car. What year was your car? 2021?
2021, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Could be Kia, too.
I mean, I guess I'm just glad that nobody got injured. Like, I wasn't, like, coming out of my car and someone would, like, threw me or something.
Yeah, like, shove you to the ground. Try to pick your pockets. Maybe plant a grenade in there.
Dang. But I'm grateful that didn't happen. I mean, I guess I'm grateful that I have saved up money so I can get a new car. I mean, I don't want to spend that money on a new car, but, I don't choose what the universe decides, so...
What do you think, like, the meaning behind it was?
I don't know.
No conclusions yet?
No conclusions yet. I've been wondering that. I'm like, why me? Why did it have to happen to me?
No, I don't mean in that sense necessarily. I mean of, like, what is it trying to indicate? Because typically when, like, larger events like that happen, there's, like, an indication for it that only you would kind of know the pattern to. I guess other people might be able to if they followed you enough and knew
Are you
what you
talking about, like, karma?
That's what you had pointed to, like, last time we were talking about something similar to this. I wouldn't necessarily say karma. I think it's, like, just your path. Like, I think it's a part of the path and there's a reasoning for it. Like, number one, it's now a story that your car has literally been stolen. So I guess it's the viewpoint of how you see it. Like, is it a more pessimistic viewpoint or optimistic viewpoint? Or you just... I think you're in the unsure state of, like, what it, I guess, indicates for
I don't
you.
have the answer yet as to what it means. I mean, because, like, with big things that happen in life, sometimes later on down the line, you'd be like, that's why that had to happen. But don't have the answer yet.
That is true. I was doing some thinking today and I actually came to, like, a conclusion about myself. Like, in the past, I guess I kind of neglected the aspect of what I have as a reinforcement whenever I was a child and, like, toward individuals that, I would like to be more intimate with, right? I think there's that aspect of understanding how to balance my anger. Because I think that's one of the forefronts that I run into is not being able to handle that. And I have, like, both the extremes. I'll go to where I just get furious and, like, start punching my car or something. Like, today that happened, even though it was kind of unnecessary. I was just changing my catalytic converter and, I got a few cuts and scrapes. It was just kind of a little bit annoying, but controlling that to where that doesn't have to happen. I don't have to be angry like that and lash out like that. Or the opposite, where I don't show any of that and then it just bottles up. because both ways are unhealthy.
Yeah.
So I think I came to that realization. It was after a fact of something that happened a long while ago with how old friendships had, kind of parted ways. Because I needed to understand like why I fully did it. What was the true meaning behind it? And I think overall there was that, but it was like teaching me, what does somebody value more than anything about like something? What is like their top priority? And I think if money is top priority to that, then that I think is an individual you shouldn't be around, because I would want loyalty above money. Because money there's an abundance of, but I think when somebody gets in a scarcity type mindset and they're like, whoa, I need it, and they'll do anything to get it, it's like, well, would you sell out the people that are around you just because you want to have that amount so you can support your family and you can do all these other things? Like, did that not mean anything? Like, say like it was, like 15, 20 years of that relationship, and then that person had done that to you. It's like, there are hard times, but to actually, put somebody away like that just because you wanted something that is material doesn't make sense. And it's not that those things had occurred necessarily, it's just I came to that understanding of like, what would the future actually withhold with that? Like trying to envision it and like really truly grasping the problem. Because this is like an ongoing one of like realizing what my part was in the situation, what their part was in the situation, and understanding why did that have to occur the way that it did. So
yeah, I think that was almost something we talked about last podcast about like the universe and how whatever you ask it for, it'll give it to you. But if you don't care how you get it, you're gonna get it, but you're gonna lose things in the process.
Yeah.
So somebody, being like, oh, I don't care, I just need the money. Well, then in turn, the universe is gonna give it to you, but at the cost of losing friends. So you gotta be careful what you wish for.
yeah, very true. It was like one of those realizations. And I think I've been more into trying to understand, my own actions and holding myself accountable too. Like ever since, the beginning of the month on the 1st, there's been like a feeling that I don't understand inside of me. And I've been like trying to understand what that means. Because it is taking away from, I guess, my optimistic, happier side of stuff. But I think it's for a reason. It's trying to get me to pay attention to maybe one of my habits should change. Or maybe, how I go about my day should change. And I think it's slowly adapting to that. Because last year was like work, work, work. This year it's not about that. And I think that part of me is still trying to be in a work-related mindset with things instead of, wait, you have these other things to look at, but you have to retrain something that is a problem for most people. And that's your dopamine system. Because if you're always like giving yourself that gratification of like watching a video or having a phone call with somebody or, binge watching a movie, basically like diving into those things that are going to take away from your dopamine, well, I think there's that sense of, when you turn the next age or the next day goes by and you still feel incomplete, like you're missing something, I think that's where you step back and kind of observe, why is that occurring then? And how can I change that? Because you could have somebody can enjoy a song on Spotify, YouTube, listen to that, and have the same dopamine expression as somebody who is reading a book. Because those individuals have trained their minds to do that. But the person who is looking at their phone rather than the person that's looking at the book, I think that they're getting drawn more out of their dopamine due to your senses, like your eyesight, what you're hearing. The book is pretty much in your imagination. Like what you're observing is a lot different than something on your phone because it's there and it's radiating toward you. Whereas with a book, you are radiating toward it. You are falling into this story. You are not falling into that video. You're not falling into that TV show because you know that's not connected to you. Whereas the book is, because it's your own imagination. Like when you've read books, you have your own like setting that you create of the place that it's
Oh
taken.
yeah, it's like a movie in my head. I'm like, all right, let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Like I imagine all the scenes, what all the characters look like, how they sound. I'm like the director, like directing it, and I'm like, all right, and you say that, and go, and go.
Yeah, it's very neat to have that experience, but a lot of individuals would rather see something rather than have that, because to create that's a lot harder to create that setting, because it requires you to use more of your brain. I've noticed this like going back and reading books now, and now I typically read nonfiction, but I'll read like stories as well with that nonfiction that has happened, because it kind of helps me build a little bit of that creativity, build that setting. Like, do you recall a book that you have read where like, you know, let me rephrase it. Have you read a book and seen the movie?
No.
On any book?
Mm-mm.
On any movie? Mm-mm. Really?
If I've already seen the movie, I won't read the book because I already know what's going to happen. I would have to read the book first and then watch the movie.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to ask, if you've had that experience before.
I don't think I've ever read a book and then watched the movie. I know The Fault in Our Stars is big when I was in like middle school, but I wasn't in the English class that had to read that book, so I never read it. And then the movie came out, so I just watched the movie.
In English, you never had a book where they showed the movie in class?
Yeah, but I mean, The Great Gatsby, which they just had it on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Valentine's Day. That kind of makes sense.
I mean, that one, but they told us to read the book and I didn't. I just watched the movie.
Oh, no. See, that is one that I have read the book and then saw the movie afterwards.
No, I think I read like part of the book and then somebody in my class was like, just watch the movie. They're like, you'll get the gist of what's going on. And I was like, okay, dope, because I don't want to read this book. It's boring.
I think it covers it fairly well. I will say, like, book to movie. Now, of course, they're going to be missing out other details. And what I was trying to, like, you know, get that base of was that setting. Does it match the setting that actually came on the movie?
Well, no, because the setting from the book is the one you make in your head. Of course, those characters and those scenes aren't going to look the same because it's your imagination.
But what if it matched up? Like, it was similar in some manners.
Then you would know that the director ripped you off and you can now sue.
Why is that the next plan of action? Wait, aren't you the director?
In my head, yeah. But I wasn't the actual director of the movie. Be like, you telepathically read my mind. I better see some of those royalties.
Here's a 7-Eleven coupon. A $5 coupon.
Dang.
Yeah, that's all you're getting.
Wow. I feel really appreciative. Thank you.
Yes, we would like to hire you as well if you're interested. You might be able to direct a Sonic crew around.
Okay.
Do you want to work at Arby's?
That's where I say no.
Huh?
That's where I say no.
That's where I say no. I don't know, the way you.
What'd I say?
The way you represented it, it just felt like you were trying to sell corn dogs at a carnival.
Wait, what?
I don't know why that came to my head right
But
there.
what did you think that I said?
That's what I thought you were going to imply.
That I'm selling corn dogs at the carnival?
Yes.
I do. In the summer.
What about the rodeo?
No, I got banned. After I rode the bull 50 times.
Did you shoot any cows?
No, they're my besties.
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 Oh my God.
I wonder if the mics can actually hear us.
They can pick us up because it's a pretty quiet room right now. Now, in about 2 minutes, there's going to be an explosion on the 15th floor that we don't even have. Somebody's going to shoot off a firework that's going to scare 15 gerbils on building 5, floor 3.
Wow, that was oddly specific.
It was. R.I.P. the gerbils.
They said, we're jumping.
Do you remember that hamster game that was on Kids Next Door. That you would launch the hamster and it would go. Din, 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 din.
Okay, I vaguely remember. The thing that I
And you had to fly.
remember from the Kids Next Door was like choosing their different outfits.
That's what you remember.
Wait, do you remember oh my gosh, Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends? You remember the little yellow guy when he's sitting in the car, and if you don't press to slow him down, he just goes, ah!
Wait, what game is this?
It's Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends. I don't remember what the guy's name is, but he's like the little yellow dude.
I know who you're talking about. I don't remember getting in a car,
He's sitting in a car, and if you like press on your mouse, he goes slow, so it's like you're hitting on the brake. So he's just like cruising. If you let it go, though, the car starts rolling down this hill really fast, and he's like, ah!
I have no idea. I think this is a book that you created in your head.
No,
it was the game that I did not play. I thought you were talking about the free roaming one.
Are you talking about the plates one?
No, that's another game. No, you were able to free roam. It was like a
Toontown?
Yeah, it was kind of like that, and kind of like the SpongeBob one as well too.
Like on the phone?
No, on the computer.
I never played a SpongeBob one on the computer. The only one I played is when you have to make the patty.
Oh yeah, no.
And avoid like plankton.
Oh, you missed a very good sector of a game. There was one where you can actually drive the Krabby Patty around. And it was like you could go do the missions and stuff. It was like GTA style.
Except all the bad things.
Nah, SpongeBob is gangster. There are so many YouTube videos showing that SpongeBob is. And there was a song that we had as our intro.
Yeah.
So.
I don't remember playing that game.
It was a very fun game.
But I do remember the Krabby Patty one.
Yeah, where you catch him.
Plankton coming after you. Was it Plankton?
I thought it was Mr. Krabs. Oh, you would have both, actually.
Why is Mr. Krabs coming after you?
Because if you burn the patties, you have to cook them, I think, in one sector, and then you start to layer them to catch them. Oh. It could be two separate games. They had so many games.
There's two. That has to be a separate game. Because that one, you just walked, like you had to walk over the bun and walk over the lettuce, tomato.
You would walk on them?
Yeah, and then they would drop to the bottom. You needed all of them to be at the bottom.
Who was walking on them?
SpongeBob.
So we now know how it's made.
That's a secret formula. SpongeBob shoe crust.
Wait, he's wearing shoes while doing this? Wouldn't he just break the entire sandwich then?
I mean, technically, yeah.
Have you ever walked on a sandwich?
No.
I'm sorry, it was just a great question. I think I actually have, so.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, I think it was a tuna sandwich.
Why do you know the exact sandwich you walked on?
Because at the beginning of the video,
you walked on a sandwich.
The Jimmy John's employee.
Oh, he walked on a sandwich.
Who?
The Jimmy John's employee.
I was the Jimmy John's employee.
What?
No way, bro.
Can you make me a sandwich then?
Who, me?
No, Jordan Von Strangle.
Go ahead. You can just wish it up. I don't even think we have anything in here to make. Actually, we have plenty of stuff to make a sandwich. Trash bags, sponges.
Do you remember that challenge, like when we were in like middle school, where you grabbed a bunch of random ingredients from the fridge and you made your friend like a smoothie and they had to drink it? Except you would put nasty ingredients in there, like you would put mustard, like pickle juice.
Was this a school activity?
No.
Okay.
Like when you're just hanging out with friends.
I think actually.
Yeah.
How often did you do this?
Every day. I'm just kidding. I don't know, but I did it enough to, I guess, remember it.
What was the worst thing that you had?
I don't know. It's not like they tell you everything they put in there. They're just like, drink it. And
Are
then
you
you're like,
kidding me? Yes, they do. They tell you afterwards.
It's not like I remember ingredient for ingredient.
No, I don't mean that. I don't need you to give me the whole topic of what's going on there. I just wanted to know, like, what was the worst one that you've experienced? Like,
I mean,
a specific flavor that was...
Like, mustard isn't a great flavor, like in a drink.
So that's the one you remember the most?
Sure.
But aren't you a mustard fiend? So it shouldn't even mean... Fiend.
I thought you were trying to say, are you a mustard fan? And then you actually said fiend.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
I didn't accidentally say that. Accidentally? You would be kidding me.
For a second, I was like, what just hit me? I didn't.
The Christmas tree is going.
I didn't see. that
Exactly,
you
because you were leaned back all the way.
I thought something fell. I was like, oh no.
The tree came to life. Or it's the raccoon. There's a raccoon that's been running around here.
What's his name?
I've had conversations with him.
You might be a little delusional.
No. Have you ever seen that movie, Open Nature?
I thought you were about to say Over the Hedge.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Why is Open Nature?
I was thinking of Open Season, but I said Open Nature.
I was like, Open Nature? I was like, are you talking about Over the Hedge?
It cuts to a video of, what does open the nature mean? And it just shows me grazing the grass. That's Open Nature.
Coming to you soon.
Coming to a theater near you. Cows. More and more cows have been raiding the Chick-fil-A after the controversy of them bringing in meat. We have a reporter on the scene, Rebecca Wilkinson. Yeah, I'm getting killed today by these cows. They've been coming after me for so long. Please kill them.
Dang! She said, this is where we get y'all's meat. Wait, no. It wouldn't be cows. Because they serve chicken there.
I know, but that's why that was the controversy. They brought in cows again. To cook the chicken.
But you just see the chicken on the stove and the cow, and then like the camera comes in. Oh.
That would be like back in the barnyard.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that would literally be it. That would be an episode. Huh?
Why do they make that noise? Huh?
Because they just got caught.
That sounds like the villagers on Minecraft whenever you're walking by.
I've never played Minecraft, so I wouldn't
Ever.
know. Minecraft is so stupid. They're just boxes. Why is that so entertaining?
Boxes? Not all of it's boxes? What? It starts off like that though, and then you're gonna break down your coal. I've had to do the first portion so many times. I've never actually completed the game where you actually fight the Ender Dragon.
Wait, there's a completion to that game?
Yes.
I thought you just continued building
No,
things with your boxes.
You have to. There's a whole process. I just remember this part. You have to find these like caverns that have spider webs, and there's spiders in there. Ooh, and then you gotta go through the spider. Ooh, you gotta go through the spiders, and you have to go find these Ender eyes. Eyes of Ender? I forgot their name. Now I'm going to get roasted on the comments. Like,
well, I called it stupid, so people can roast me.
Oh, yeah, they're going to guess both. But you're supposed to... Oh, they're like pearls? Ender pearls or something? You have
How would those come from spiders?
I don't quite understand yet. I haven't completed the game, so I don't quite have an understanding.
It looks like you need to get to it.
I don't have it on any device.
You need to download Minecraft.
It's required.
And tell us the ending.
Tell us. We can just do a game shoot with it. I'll be like, it's me on Minecraft. What's up, boys? Gang.
Just go on Twitch and be like, all right, guys, we need to figure out the ending to Minecraft.
What's funny is everybody already knows it, so they're spoiling it in the comments.
Be like, y'all are stupid. This is the ending.
Yeah, y'all are stupid. Get your sippy cups. That's an adult. Okay, when somebody sees that, I would just think that that's a giant coffee jug. Like you just have iced coffee. Or
Just
maybe
water.
iced tea.
Yeah.
No, not that type of tea. I meant lemonade. Lemonade
and tea
yes.
are not the same thing.
Well, then why do they have half and half? Half lemonade, half lemonade.
Isn't that like the Arnold Palmer?
Yes. Wow, why do you know that?
Because I worked at Walgreens and we had to stock it on the shelf.
Stalking.
Stalking on the shelf. We actually had to sit there and like look at it.
Observe it. 1 hour later, ma'am, can you please help me? Almost there.
I have to stock this Arnold Palmer. Hold on.
Wait, was it like the iced tea ones?
Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a feeling because there is a face on it, so at least you could be looking at something while you're stalking it.
Yeah, Arnold Palmer.
Talk to it.
Hello. It's me.
Keke Palmer. Remember me? What show am I off of?
True Jackson VP.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh,
wow. That was a killer moment. I had no idea what it was. I just knew
True
who Keke
Jackson
Palmer
VP.
was. Do you know that she sponsors HelloFresh now?
Good for her.
Yeah.
I heard she gotten or recently split up like from her baby daddy because he was abusive.
Oh, I don't know about
He
that.
also like dragged her online for going to an Usher concert, and Usher, you know, like not okay. Let me rephrase. Hold
Nope,
on.
not allowed to be rephrased. Usher is gonna kill Keke.
No. Because of what she was wearing, her baby daddy was trying to drag her and be like, why would you wear that and show all that for an Usher concert? And everyone was like, she's allowed to wear what she wants to wear. You can't tell her what to wear. And then it came out later that he was abusive, and everyone was like, well, we knew it from that comment.
Okay, well, what is the abusive part?
I don't know exactly. That's all I know. I'm not like the biggest Keke Palmer fan, so I don't have her fan page followed on Instagram, so I don't know.
Well, you think their fan page would give you real information? They'd be like, yeah, Keke can do whatever the fuck she wants. If she shot a man, she doesn't have to go to jail.
No, it was like video footage that leaked.
Oh.
Yeah, like actual evidence.
Okay, but like...
Not like somebody making it up and being like, yeah.
Then let's look that one up.
Yeah, look it up. I don't know all the ins and outs. That's all I've heard. And I was like, ooh, he already didn't sound like a good man to begin with.
No. I guess it's this one.
Shocking allegations of domestic abuse from popular TV personality Keke Palmer.
Wait, I just want the regular video.
And the game show
Oh.
Password are
Yeah, let's go here.
taken from surveillance video, including this one of her being thrown over the back of a sofa, his hand around her throat. Keke Palmer alleges the domestic violence occurred here at her Los Angeles home over the course of 2 years.
What?
And she says the most recent incident happened last Sunday. It got so bad, she called police.
Screaming on the phone that the suspect was attempting to kill her.
In the court documents, Palmer says the abuse included striking and grabbing me around the neck.
They are so, like... I think it's the music and the tone that they give. It, like, almost attracts you into that video. Like, no way.
I mean, it is horrible what happened.
I know, but it's like their music makes it, like, even more, like, grabbing at your emotions. Like, but, I mean, it's true. I mean, they didn't show the entire video, but yeah, it's... I mean, that's pretty much evidence right there. Throwing somebody over a couch, necessary? Yes, if it's playful.
Not when they've got their hands around your neck.
Unless they're being playful. Probably not. Yeah, no. Damn, that's crazy. Accuse his ex-boyfriend. Oh, I thought it was going to say Darius Rucker. I'm like, when did they get together?
He's got to be way older than her.
Has this always happened in celebrity land? Yes.
Well, yeah, but I just don't see them being an item, like, ever. Keke Palmer and Darius Rucker.
Take me onto the wagon wheel.
That is not a song from him.
Yes, Wagon Wheel is a Darius Rucker song.
I don't know that one.
Wow. You're missing out. That's one of his top hits.
No, he has two that I know. But I don't remember how they go.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of it.
That's a devastating moment in history. Let's just say that Darius Rucker is an icon to many. Even if he's with Keke.
He's not with Keke.
Yeah, this is crazy though that Keke is going through that. I have no idea what she's been doing ever since that show.
She, I think, recently released music.
She does music?
Yeah.
I had no idea on that either.
I didn't know she made music until I heard about it after this whole incident.
Has she been in movies and other shows?
I'm not sure. I only know of True Jackson VP, but I don't know of anything else.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the Nickelodeon and Disney stars, like some of them, obviously like your bigger ones, like Selena Gomez, Ariana Grande, obviously they went on to like bigger roles, but there are a lot of Nickelodeon and Disney stars that kind of fall off. Or
Wait, where did Ariana go on bigger roles at?
well, she went into music.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I don't.
That's what I was thinking.
I know she's been in a few things. I know she's gonna star in the Wicked movies that they recently made. I don't think it's coming out until November of this year though. But all of the Wicked fans are excited. So apparently there's a part 1 and part 2 movie that they made for it.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this the one where she was at the photo shoot and she has a husband, but she was like trying to get with this person who was starring with her?
Okay, so now we're gonna get into her controversy. So
You were the person who told me about this. Yeah, I was like, I remember this.
She was married. She got married. Well, she met him during the pandemic. And then they got married, I want to say in 21. And then she got the movie role for Wicked and she had to relocate to London for filming. And they split up. I want to say the beginning of last year is what they're claiming. And then she got with her co-star, Ethan, whatever his last name is. But he was married and had a kid. And so people are speculating that they both cheated on their partners. But they're claiming, or I guess the representatives are claiming, that when they got together, they were separated from their partners. But a lot of people don't believe it. And a lot of people are like tracing it back to her history with her relationships, where most of her relationships, she got into them. And there was always kind of the question of, did they cheat to be with her? Like Big Sean, he was seeing, what's her name? I don't remember her name. She was from Glee. Something Riviera? I don't remember her exact name, but he was with her, and then she claimed in a book that she wrote that, or I guess she implied, that he had cheated on her with Ariana. And then same thing happened when she got into her relationship with Mac Miller. There were claims that he cheated on his girlfriend to be with her. So a lot of people are like, she has a history of being a homewrecker, so it's not a shocker. But all speculation, no proof.
I think that would be kind of hard to prove, especially this very personalized information. Unless, I guess, one of the people had said otherwise.
Well, the guy that she's with now, Ethan, his wife, gave a statement to the news people, basically saying that she was completely blindsided by their relationship. And apparently she had spent time with him, his wife, and their baby at one point. And I guess they went on a double date when she was still with her husband. So it's like, it was kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, I wonder what the purpose of that was, too. Were they even casting together at that time?
Yeah, no, they were filming the movie at the time.
Oh, okay.
So that's how they knew each other, but it's just kind of weird that they went on a double date, and she also spent time with his wife and their baby, and then they ended up together.
Yeah, that is kind of odd. I wonder if it has something to do with the movie. Maybe she's possessed. I would not be surprised with that. A lot of like Disney stars and all of that, you're always showing that. So like your highest high has to be something that's like devastating. Like, it looks bad on your record for you to feel satisfied in a manner, because you already have a lot that you want. You have the fame, you have the fortune, you have all of that. So what do? You try to do the opposite. Run away from it.
I think she's trying to fill a void, though. She's had a lot of horrible stuff happen to her. I mean, Mac Miller died, and that was, like, a lot of people truly believe that he was her soulmate. Because they broke up, and then right after they broke up, she got engaged to Pete Davidson. Literally a few weeks after they broke up.
She was mixed with Pete Davidson as well too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even understand that. And then you got Pete Davidson, who was with Kim Kardashian. What the hell?
He's with Outer Banks star Madeline Klein right now. He's always in a relationship, I feel like. But no, she got engaged to him, and then I want to say maybe like a month or so after she got engaged to Pete, that's when Mac died. So then she called off her engagement. And also the Manchester attack, I don't know if you heard about that. One of her concerts, this was like years back, it's for her Dangerous Woman World Tour. It was in Manchester in the UK. And after the concert, somebody had brought a bomb into the arena and set it off. And I don't remember how many were killed, but there was also a lot injured as well. And she felt horrible after that. Like, it definitely tore her down. She continued with the tour just because she didn't want to, like, obviously upset her fans. She didn't want them to, like, fear going to concerts, but they started, like, upping security more at concert venues, like, clear bags. Even to this day, like, if you don't have a tiny bag, it has to be clear. There's, like, security, like, scanners and stuff that you're walking through before you ever get into the venue. Like, they've upped their security since then. But I want to say it was because of that attack. And I think there was a few others. I think Christina Grimmie as well. She got shot at one of her concerts.
Damn.
Somebody came in with a gun and just shot her, and she died.
What? If I'm not mistaken by this too, I don't think it was at a concert, but Selena, not Gomez, but it
wasn't at a concert, but it was her assistant that shot her and killed her.
Damn.
Crazy.
I also think of Travis Scott's Astroworld one, where a lot of people were like dying of dehydration because there was no water and it was really hot out there.
Oh yeah, and he didn't care and he let the concert keep going on? Yeah, heard about that one.
Yeah, I actually know somebody who went to that one as well too, where he witnessed a lot of that, where people were like pushing around each other, where they were trampling people to death. Yeah, it was insane.
There was a Taylor Swift concert that she did recently, and it was like really, really hot outside. Even though it was nighttime.
Did you say really recently?
Yeah, it was recent, like within the last few months. She wasn't here in the United States. She was...
I was like, what do you mean? We're in winter time,
yeah, no, she wasn't here. I don't remember where she was, but it was really hot to the point where, like, she was getting sunburnt on stage, but she was, like... She would stop her concert and be like, hey, like, these people need water. We need to bring it to them. Because I guess the people that were working the stadium weren't helping people get water who were getting really dehydrated and passing out. So she had her team start handing out water. She was even throwing them out to the crowd. Like, it was bad. She was, like, you could tell she was so tired on stage. Because with the heat and her running around and singing... And you could also tell she was getting sunburned, even though it's nighttime, but it was just so hot. But people were like, yeah, see, that's what you're supposed to do instead of, you know, not helping people.
Damn. Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Yeah. And also, I mean, she's on stadium tour. So it's not like an indoor concert. All her concerts, like, the stadium doesn't have a roof. So you're feeling the heat. Or the rain. She's performed in the rain, too.
Yeah. I think it would be very fun as an artist. I was shown a video of Kelly Clarkson's 2005. I think Since You've Been Gone. Or something like that. It was
That's one of her songs, yeah.
It was one of her more major ones. I don't know if it was that one particularly. But it was that same type of deal. It started raining randomly in the concert. And yeah, it just gets more chaotic the more things go on. You have snowstorms, blizzards.
Okay, I don't think they would perform in that. That would be dangerous. Like
Dangerously cool.
like if there's lightning, then like artists won't put on a show because it's dangerous for not only them and their crew, but the fans that are there to watch it as well. But if it's just raining, they'll, depending on the artist, they'll most likely continue to carry on with the concert.
Yeah. What about a sandstorm?
Where are you expecting a sandstorm to occur?
Saharan desert.
Why is there a concert venue out there?
They deserve to have some music over there too.
Have you been there?
Not yet.
Oh, you're planning on going?
Yeah, paddle boating.
In a sandstorm?
In the desert. It floods?
Mm-hmm.
Not all the time. That's why it's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Oh, so you think it's gonna happen while you're there?
Oh no, it will.
Oh, you know?
Yeah, because
You're a weatherman?
I know the people that can change the weather patterns.
Did you know weathermen are liars? Or women?
Are liars?
Liars, yeah.
Everybody's a liar.
It's well, yeah, but like they get paid to lie. And it looks like we got a 30% chance of rain today. And then you see no rain.
Okay, what do you mean paid to lie?
Nobody sees any rain.
Okay, you can predict that then. You're saying
It's
that the
going to
weather...
be in the low 20s tomorrow. In the 70s.
Oh, I thought you meant for real. I was like, low 20s. Wasn't projecting that
No,
one.
it's back in the 70s now. Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
We skipped over winter. And now we're into
It was
fall.
supposed to be mild the entire time.
Whose tile?
El Nino.
That reminds me of this video clip. You know those people that do the compilations of like the vines and stuff? Well, there's another one of just like videos that are just funny. And there's this one video of this girl, she goes, Nina. That's it. Like that's the clip. She's just like, Nina. You saying El Nino just reminded me of that. Now I need you to put that clip in there so people can see it.
They don't want to see it.
Yes, they do.
They want to see El Nino be in full force.
Nina.
Oh my goodness. Well, then we'll add that to the clip here at the end. That is going to be all for today, folks. Thank you all for tuning in today. It's been kind of erratic with our information as somebody ate some Pillsbury Doughboys before this. The whole figure. But thank you all for tuning in. I can't get up. Life alert! I need that button, the life alert.
The life alert commercial just pops up.
I can't get up, and it looks like I'm swimming in the sandstorm. Yeah, that's what I'm currently doing. All right, bye.
Bye, guys.
No quieren hacerme un cuatro porque los malos tucha con el uno, el tres soy yo. Cuatro letras trae el mando, Jalisco cuidando y en Guanajuato el donde ando yo. Ya pasaron las blindadas, dice un camarada, no es gobierno, va arriba el señor.